Hi friends, I just wanted to stop by for a minute and say good morning or afternoon, whatever it is. And I want to show you what I was doing here. Um, I have this journal. I made this journal quite some time, and it's just a naked journal right now. It has nothing in it but the three signatures. Um, the one signature, now see, these signatures are put in, these are elastics. I put the beads on the outside. I did a video on this some time ago because it's a long time ago I did this. But so I got three elastics, which can make three, actually, or more signatures. More signatures could even be added to it by putting two pages together like this. Well, anyway, I don't know how to describe it, but you could add more. But anyway, what 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 I've done is I've made three signatures in this book, but the signatures can be pulled out like on a traveler's journal. Although I've got them all sewn together, they can be pulled out to work on or switch or whatever, you know. And so this one, the center one, isn't sewn together. It is separate. So I can take those pages off and work on each page individually if I chose. And then the third signature is just all cardstock, and it is made this way so that this here signature can be used for art. You put your art on there and actually do artwork on the pages. The signature will come out. It's sewn together pages, but it'll come out for, so you can do artwork. So this signature, this one actually might end up in the middle and of the other two signatures, but because you can take them out, it makes it easier to work on your signatures, on your pages, without having to have the whole book out. And so I have in here, my plan is to make this journal and to donate it to Daffy for their auction. And I hope I get it done. I hope it'll turn out nice enough that I can donate it, and that they can use that, which I'm sure they'll appreciate it. But there's a lot of pages that I have coffee dyed and tea dyed, and a lot of them I have just little images already on them. But since this book, the cover is this awesome elephant, I covered it with upholstery fabric, so that made a real, just using the chipboard, and then I had a box. It was a box, and I used that one, and then I covered it up, and then I put some grommets in on the top and the bottom to put the ties in. So it's a little different. Each one, but because I have, oh look, it's got giraffes on the back, and so I want the whole thing to be kind of like nature. So it will be animals, botanical, and all of that kind of thing to do with nature, birds, owls, and a lot of things like that. But I also want it to be, I want to use lace on it. My pages come to the edge, so in order to do lace on it, I also have to put maybe a lace of some kind on the outside edge to bring it out a little bit more. And but I just want to show you how I do my edgings, because once you have your signatures together, I could take that and still sew lace onto the bottom, onto the edge, or I could even glue it on. But what I'm doing here is I've taken papers. I have just strips of book paper, and I've taken the laces and I've sewn lace just right to the book page. So different kind of laces I have, and I've put them on the book page. And this, I may not, I'll use all of them in this book, but I have them ahead of time so I can use them in whatever book that I have, whatever journal I'm working on at the time. This one I was trying something a little bit. Oh yeah, no, that one was when I just had that folded over. There was another one I was trying a little bit different. You have to just kind of just play around with things and see what you come up with, you know. And so, but I have, and I make mine all, these are going to be a little long for actually the journal pages that I'm working on. But what I do, I have one book that I keep. This is one book that I keep, that I tear pieces out of this book. So what I do, like right here, see them, I have those pages already, some torn, but I just tear strips. And so this book kind of stays together, and then I just tear strips out, and then that way I have those strips ready to go, because those strips I can use for other things too. So, but what I do then, okay, then I just keep that book for the, just to cut strips out of, and I might even find pieces of page to do different things with it. But like here, I have a piece of lace that is about the right length to go on there. And so I will, so then I just kind of stitch that on there. Well, kind of. I mean, I stitch it on there. And so right now I'm using a stitch that almost looks like a, well, I don't know what you call it, but it's pretty. It looks like a blanket stitch. That's what I was trying to come up with. But it's a stitch that's on the sewing machine. I got a piece of thread wrapped around there. And so there it is. It's just stitched on the page. Now I can, if I wanted to, I can just fold that over like this and see, it looks like I've blanket stitched it on there with that stitch I have. And then we can glue this over onto the back. We can glue that over there and then glue that whole piece to the end, to the edge of the page. And or you can leave this open and you can ink it. You can do some inking on it. You know, ink the edge. You could do that on there and put that on the page. So many different things you can do. But if you have a lot of these already made up like this, then you have, you know, if you just make a whole bunch of them and then just have a shoebox and you have them in a shoebox, then they're just ready to add to the pages by just gluing the paper. Now I could cut that paper shorter, but I think just folding it over, then I would glue it together onto that one, and then you can just glue it onto your page however you want. And now see, I've got these a little bit longer than the page, so then I will cut that. I will cut that short piece, and then that short piece, then that will go into another little scrap box that will go on like clusters or tags or something, so it will get used. And then I have, like, then I found this little piece. I got a whole bunch of this. This is really, really pretty. And see, that would go pretty on an edge. And I just find it so much easier to put it right on a piece of paper rather than use the book page. And I like that I can just sit here and do these and get a whole bunch of them made up and have a collection of them. So then I have, if I'm somewhere and I want to sew on, if I'm not right here by my sewing machine because I craft in so many different areas of my house, then if I just have all of these sorted in a shoebox, well then I have this, because I love thread, love to have things sewn on. And so see there, I just sewed that piece right on that. And the thing too is, then when you fold it over, fold that paper over, and then you go to glue it on. Now see, I might not want that. I might not want that bit of paper to be showing, so I can cut that off. I would leave it on there until I decide what I'm going to do with it. And there. Now that is, so now it is ready in your supply box. And then when you're ready to glue that on, you might want to put it on the bottom of a tag. You can put it on the edge of a page. But see now, let me see 1 minute here. Okay, so I had to run and go get my glue. Now, I could take one piece and just open this. Just open it somewhere. And then I'm gonna take my glue and I'm gonna glue that folded piece over on this particular one so that it's folded right where you see the stitching, and then I will put the glue along the paper, and see, then I have it ready to go right on the page. Right on the page. And there you go. See? Now, if I wanted to, I could go and cut. You can leave that extra paper on there, or not. You can, I should cut that off. Well, no, I don't need to cut it off yet. I'll decide later if I want to cut that extra paper off. But see, I have a lot of, I printed out some things that are very naturey, real cute things that have, you know, to do with nature. And so I'm going to be using a lot of these things that I printed out. I just put them all in here in this envelope. There's some stickers I've got of a bald eagle, and just a lot of little things I've got in here to do with nature. And so these are the kind of things that are going to go into my journal. And so, and some might think that lace isn't really something that you'd put in a journal like that, but I kind of like lace, and so maybe I would call the journal like Nature and Frills, like frilly nature. Now I just cut that piece off there, so there's not extra. So, but see there, and then maybe I would want to put on this page, maybe I want to put this. And so then I will go ahead and glue that together. And this gives you more of a, more substance as well on your page edge. And so I don't go from page 1 to page 2 and then on. I kind of start when I decorate. I kind of just go here and there and everywhere. And I like to put my page edges on first, and the edges of my page first, and then do the inside decorations. And that, then I have like, look how pretty that looks against that already. See how pretty that looks? I think that looks real pretty. And so, let's see, what else? Then this one here has a piece of flat lace. See, this is ruffled lace, and then the tassels. And then I can maybe go back here, maybe right here, and put the piece of flat lace in here. Now this one is going to be quite a bit too long. I need to cut that about right here. There's me a piece to go into my all ready for a tag collection. And I'm going to put this glue right here on this page, on the page. And there it's glued right on there. And now I didn't glue this where it will open like this, because I can take and put, I might want to put something in here and then put it down, like if I put a tab in there, like, and put it down, and that will show even from the other side, and then glue that piece together. But see, then when you start adding them together, how pretty that looks. And I won't need a whole lot of pages with the trims on them. But see, because I have the trims already on, then I can find my envelope. Oh, there it is. How quickly I get things. And this envelope, I got a Happy Mail from Ethel Lewis, and I just cut the envelope. You can use anything for your storage or your, but that was a bubble envelope, and so I cut that off, and so I can make use out of that. I can make good use out of that, that envelope to hold just the things that I'm going to be putting in my journal right here. And so these I got these images from the I gotta write that down because I always can't remember the group that I am in, that I can print out all. It's got so many images. Collage Club, something Collage Club. But in these pages, this was here, it was printed as, it was made up as a whole page. But what I did was I shrunk it, and then I shrunk that page, and I to make it, you know, smaller. And what I'll do is I'm going to glue on the one corner and put it here like this. I could go all the way like this and make a pocket, but I like really to have the two corners, and then it opens both ways. And then here, this can be that can be a tag inside there. So what I'll probably do with this is to make it into a tag. And I will and then I can pop a hole in here and put a little string on there, and then it does look like a little tag. And then I might even have, I have a lot of this I cut these out. I was watching Home Alone and I sit there and cut all these out. But here's like these little botanical things that I cut out. And see, now I could even put something like this right on there to add to the tag. Or maybe I would want to put it up here. I might do that. You can put them anywhere just to add to the tag. And after I glued it on, I thought I could have even went up here and put the hole right in here. But see, then there's a tag that can fit right in that tuck spot. And on the ends of my strings, I'll put hearts because I always make these into heartstrings. But see, then that takes care of that page right there on that side. And then I can, but see, I can work on this by working on just one signature at a time. Then I can put that away, and let's see what that's going to look like once I put it back inside. Now I'm going to open it up to the middle and slide it back into that elastic. And so there, look how that looks already, how that looks inside the book already. And then it comes, well, you know what, I might not have to put anything on the outside here, because I think, look at how pretty that looks already, just like this. So I may not have to add anything. In fact, I'm not going to add anything to the outside here. I had a couple things that I thought maybe, you know, I had this, which is so pretty. This was somebody else had made this and sent it to me, and that is so pretty. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I may not. I might not put anything on here unless something comes across my eyes that I decide. But look how pretty just that looks on the edge. But mainly what I wanted to show you though is to have these made up already, and just, you know, just one day when you don't have any plans to make something, you know, just get you some strips of, you know, if you've got a roll of lace or something, or I mean anything on here. You can put like a piece of rickrack up here, anything up the middle, and then and like I say, you can leave this whole thing open and then put stuff on here. You can ink it or whatever, or tear it. You know, you can just tear, because the tear looks so awesome as well. And so you can just tear that edge off of there, and then if you want to tear the inside off, you can tear that off of there. And then if this is inked across here, then that is very pretty in on the edge of a page. But it's just nice to have all these edges. If you're doing a lot of journaling, and if you just have these edges ready to go when you then they can be just glued on. You don't have to pull out your sewing machine because you've already have them ready made. And I have some other, I want to do some of this lace I've got. It's so pretty. It's just like a 1 inch or 3/4 of an inch ruffled lace, and that's pretty. That's a real pretty color. And so I may go along with this too. Here I've got some that's wider. That's pretty. And so when you have a lot of just, and see, these are just pieces that I have. And so, but enough for a page edge. This one here is like a triple lace. That's pretty. That one's a triple as well. And so I've got some really pretty laces that I can use to make some more of these page edges. But I am liking that right there. I think I'm going to, I might put one more piece of ruffled lace maybe in here somewhere on one of these pages. See, on these pages, before I coffee dyed them, I put some doodling on them, and I did other things on the papers too, and then coffee dyed them. And so yeah, I think this is going to be real pretty. I think it's going to be real pretty, and I want it real nature-y look at nature, but even with a little fluff. Frilly nature. Maybe that's what I'll call it, a frilly nature journal. And I think that'll be very pretty. So anyway, that's all I wanted to do today, is just show you mainly these page edges, because I find them to be handy to have just in your collection of supplies that you're going to that you're going to add to your journals. And so, and they're just pretty like that. But see, now even if you're not putting it on the edge of a journal, you have pieces to go onto a tag or a card or something. And if you didn't want to use the book pages, you could just stitch them on to a white page, anything, you know, and then they'd be just ready to go on the edge of a card or in edge of anything, and then, but you've already got that the stitches. I always use my, I use my if you can see, it's just colors. My thread is just multicolored, and so I get that multicolored look, and I really do like that a lot. And so, but that's what I wanted to show you today. Now I've got to, excuse me, I got to, today is what, the 21st, I think, or is it the 22nd? I don't know what it is, but it's almost Christmas, and I don't have everything ready yet. And I'm going over to my daughter's for Christmas Eve, and that's got me a little bit anxious, just because I'm going to be leaving my house, and so leaving my house is sometimes a little bit hard for me. So, but I'll do it. I'm going. I'll make myself go. I drink me a lot of coffee, so I have caffeine and stuff. Maybe that'll help. Now, where did I put my book? I want to read to you something, and I was going to read out of my Christmas book, but now it's here buried someplace where I can't find it. So I guess that means I'm supposed to read out of the You Are Stronger Than You Know book. Now, you are stronger than you know. Words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic illness. And maybe that's what I need to read, because my chronic illness is not wanting to leave my house. But I have to. I got grandchildren. I got to do it for them. And so I need to know that I'm stronger than I know. So let's find, hopefully whatever I open this to will tell me that. And so I must have read this one before, because it's still got a bookmark in it, but it says, make every day special. Make every day a day to celebrate life and be thankful. Take time to pull yourself away from all the noise and just look around you. Take inventory. Appreciate those who have enhanced the quality of your life, and remember that they have been a gift to you. Also remember that you're a gift to them. Be grateful for the choices you've made, both good and bad. Accept your mistakes. You can't change them anyway. Appreciate yourself and your own uniqueness. Go outside and look at the sky, soak in the atmosphere, enjoy the colors of the landscape. Feel the textures of every place that you are thankful for, and smile at the world. Don't allow any negative feelings to creep into your consciousness. Feel the power of your own acceptance. Put a positive spin on every thought you have. Make every day special. Own it. Enjoy it. Bask in the glory of life. Appreciate the gift of your own life. And that was written by Donna Fargo. And I guess that is what I was supposed to read. I just got to telling you about my need to just stay home. And I have to tell you, I've already thought about excuses I could use to not go. So it's a good thing that I read this, because I'm going to go. I am going to go to my daughter's on Christmas Eve, and I am going to have a good time. Me and Papa, that's our Christmas special, is Christmas Eve going, because I am stronger than I know. So that really, that's why I couldn't find my Christmas book, because I was supposed to read that. Okay, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and make you some page edges that you'll just have ahead ready for your tags, for your page edges in your book, for cards, for anything that you've got that you want to show the stitching. And that's the main thing, is, you know, showing the stitching. And I think that looks really, really pretty. And so I will be working on my book along, and I will kind of pop in every once in a while and show you where I'm at with my book, because I've got plenty of space. See how it closes up pretty tight? I want it to be almost like an alligator mouth. Almost like an alligator mouth. And I'll probably put a tie somehow here. I'm not sure how I'll close it yet. And maybe I won't even put a closure on it. Maybe I'll leave it like that. But I think just right there already it looks beautiful. I love that, the tassels. Okay. So God bless you all. And please come back to the next video. God will watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Keep you safe, keep you happy, keep you healthy. And like I say, I'll see you on the next video. Oh, there's my book right there. Okay, and so if I don't see you before Christmas, you all have a Merry, Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's okay. That's your choice. And but every day, have a wonderful day. And God bless you all. God bless you, everyone.